Hi, my name is TR, and I'm a nutrition coach and a personal trainer. I work exclusively with people 50 and older, including myself. In this last video, I explained why fat loss gets harder after 50. Not because you're lazy, not because we've ruined our metabolism, but because your blood sugar, your muscle, and your stress hormones all change. So today, I'm going to show you what to eat to actually fix those three things. It's not a diet, not a meal plan, not rules that you're going to hate, just the foods that make fat loss easier instead of harder after 50. So there's a framework here. Everything I'm about to show you fits into three biological buckets. The first is foods that control blood sugar. The second is foods that protect your muscle. And the third is foods that lower stress and inflammation. If your meals can check off a few of these boxes, then your body's going to stop fighting with you so hard. So, pillar one is blood sugar. Let's start with blood sugar because that's where fat loss gets blocked for most people over 50. When blood sugar spikes, insulin goes up. And when insulin is high, your body can't burn fat, it has to store it. And every time you eat carbs, insulin gets released. And its job is to say, stop burning fat. Why? Because your body just got a bunch of incoming fuel. It doesn't need to burn stored energy if fresh energy is arriving. That's just basic human physiology. Think of insulin like a lock. High insulin means the door is locked, the fat stays trapped. Low insulin means the door opens, fat becomes fuel. Now, here's what changes after 50. As we age, our cells become less sensitive to insulin. It's just the way it is. So now your body has to release more insulin to do the same job it used to do before. And that's why what used to work doesn't work anymore. So the goal is not no carbs. The goal is slow carbs, stable carbs. You've got leafy greens, things like spinach and kale and arugula. These are blood sugar stabilizers. They're full of fiber, so they slow down your digestion and they prevent the spikes. Then there's berries, low sugar, high fiber. They actually improve insulin sensitivity. So yes, fruit is absolutely allowed, just the right kind. Beans and lentils, these are one of the most underrated foods for people over 50. They digest slowly. They're great for your gut bacteria, which is a whole different video. They keep blood sugar stable for hours. These foods let you eat carbs without turning them into belly fat. Pillar two, muscle. This one is huge. After 50, muscle isn't just about looking fit, it's about keeping your metabolism alive. Muscle is what burns calories all day long. So let's talk about eggs. A lot of people still worry about cholesterol, but for most people, the cholesterol in an egg does not raise your cholesterol in your blood. What raises cholesterol is inflammation, sugar, processed foods, not eggs. Eggs are one of the most perfect muscle building foods there is. High protein, loaded with leucine, cheap, easy to eat. If you're over 50 and you're afraid of eggs, you're making this harder than it needs to be. There's Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. They are slow digesting proteins. They keep you full. They support muscle repair and they stabilize your blood sugar. There's lean meat and fish, chicken, turkey, salmon, tuna. These are the building blocks your body needs to keep building muscle. If you're not eating enough protein, your body can't rebuild what aging takes away. You want to get about 1 gram of protein per pound of your goal body weight. So if you weigh 170 and you want to get down to 150, you should shoot for about 150 grams per day. And that's where a lot of people over 50 struggle. They tell me, I'm just not that hungry anymore as it is. So that's where protein shakes help. Not because they're a magic bullet, but because they are a tool. One scoop gives you 20 to 30 grams of protein in seconds. No chewing, no cooking, no appetite required. Think of protein shakes as insurance. They're going to fill in the gaps when food doesn't quite get you there. A lot of my clients can't tolerate thick, milky shakes anymore. They feel heavy, they feel bloated, they feel like they have to take a nap. So I use clear whey protein with them. It mixes like a sports drink. It's light, it's refreshing, it's easy to drink. I've taken to literally scooping single size samples and giving them out in baggies for people to try at home. And almost everyone loves at least one of the flavors. Same protein, totally different experience. And when protein is easier to drink, you're probably actually going to drink it. And there's pillar three, which is stress and inflammation. This is the piece almost nobody talks about. But if your body is stressed or inflamed, it's going to hold on to fat no matter how perfect your diet is. So, fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel, they have omega 3s, which lower cortisol. They reduce inflammation and they make fat loss a lot easier. Then there's olive oil. This isn't just a fat, it's a hormone support. It improves insulin sensitivity and it lowers inflammation. So, one thing I want to say, a lot of people still think if you eat fat, you get fat. That's actually a 1990s low-fat brainwashing. What makes you gain fat is insulin and inflammation. Omega-3 fats help. Omega-6 fats from fried foods, vegetable oils, they're going to hurt. So cutting fat just makes people eat more sugar, and that makes everything worse. Dark chocolate. Yes, chocolate. Real dark chocolate lowers your stress hormones, it improves insulin sensitivity, and it makes all of this more sustainable because if you hate your diet, you won't stick to it. And when you eat this way, your blood sugar is going to stabilize, muscles stay protected, stress comes down, and when that happens, your fat loss turns back on. This video is part of my Over 50 Strength series. The playlist is right here and also down below. And in the next video, I'll show you how to build real meals from this. If this helped, subscribe, share it with someone who's stuck, and tell me comments about what food has confused you the most. I read every single one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.